In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 super simple layouts that you can use when you're designing t-shirts. Let's go. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. I recently did a survey on my YouTube channel, and a lot of you said that you wanted me to do more t-shirt design stuff. You can see right here. And so that's what I'm doing. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple layouts that you can use when designing t-shirts. I created another video like this a while ago. I'll put a link up here. A lot of you liked that video, so I decided to do another one. I also decided to put this pop filter in front of my mic. A lot of you said that I need one of these, so I got one. So the best way to show you these 5 layouts is in Affinity Designer. That's the application that I use. It's a lot like Illustrator. So let's get into Affinity Designer right now. So here we are on Affinity Designer. Here's the first of the 5 simple layouts. I'm calling it repeating words. All it is repeating the same words over and over. I found this picture on the internet to show you what I mean. This one says BU and BU again. You can do it with some other ones. I'm gonna do St. Patrick's Day design since that's coming up. So all these 5 layouts you're gonna see, I'm gonna just gear them towards St. Patrick's Day designs. And so I'm using the word lucky. So I'm just doing lucky 4 times here. You're gonna wanna do it with the same font. So you can see the example here, the same font. And of course it needs to be taller than it is wide. So you can see here, this kind of fits the t-shirt taller than it is wide. So you can see kind of a taller rectangle here. So all I'm doing is doing lucky, lucky, lucky. If you wanna put it on a green shirt, you can kind of do a different color. So you can see here, all I'm doing is doing white and kind of this light green, and it gets darker green, darker green. Since green is the color for St. Patrick's Day, that's what I'm using. You can do vintage colors, you can do rainbow colors, whatever you want. But the layout is repeating words. So you're just doing the same word 4 times, 3 times, depending on how big the word and what font you're using. So just like this one, you can also put in graphics. So you can see here, this one has happy faces. I'm alternating clovers here since St. Patrick's. And you're probably wondering what font this is that I'm using. I'm using this font called Brawl's Typeface Rough. If you've seen any of my other videos, you might have seen this font already. I like this font because it's nice and bold, and it also has this distressed rough look. So you can see right here, you don't have to add that in. So that's how I did this. Lucky, lucky, lucky. This layout I'm calling repeating words. It's super simple. If you can type a word, you can type it 4 times, 3 times. So the other caveat for this layout is it needs to be a short word. So you can see here, BU only has 5 letters. Lucky also has 5 letters. Try to keep the words short, 3 to 5 letters, maybe 6, depending on what font you use, but you don't want long words in here. So that's why I chose lucky. It's a shorter word for St. Patrick's Day. So think of some short 3 to 5, 6 letter words and use that and just repeat it. And that is your layout number 1. So for layout number 2, let's go over here. I have it in another artboard. I'm calling it this and this and that. And the reason why I'm calling it this and this and that is because it's similar to the layout we had before, but all I'm doing is adding a and in here. And these can be longer words now, so they don't have to be shorter words. So you can see here, I took this picture at Target, and they have this one, bright leaves and apple picking and corn mazes and hoodies and pumpkin everything. So you can see it's just a list of words with and in between. So for St. Patrick's Day, I decided to do this. Irish and clovers and magic and drinking and shenanigans. So I just made that up. It's not a trending thing, but I thought those are some of the words that go along with St. Patrick's Day. You can do a list of words that go along with any holiday, anything really. If you want to do like sandwich toppings, you could do like bread and bacon and lettuce and tomato and cheese and, you know, something like that. So just think of different groupings that you can do. What I like to do is at least 5 things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have here. You can see this one did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. And in this little graphic here, I showed you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can remember that. At least 5. 3 just seems too little. So 5's kind of the magic number. 6 might work, so 4 to 6 could work, but you don't want to go more than that because it's just going to look too long. It really depends on the words that you choose. So again, you want to make that nice rectangle shape, that tall rectangle shape where it's taller than wider. So that's what I'm going for here. You can see as well here, that's what you're going for. And then change the colors too. You're going to want to change the colors that match the word that you're talking about. So in here, I mean, there's not always a color that matches a word, but if you can see I'm using green for St. Patrick's Day. Corn mazes had yellow here. Pumpkin has orange here. So kind of that idea. You don't have to do that, but it helps. So you can see if it's on a green background, a green t-shirt, I would change the colors so that it would work. Irish is white now and using different shades of green and orange here just so that it works with the colors of St. Patrick's Day. And you may be wondering what font I'm using. I am using Helvetica Bold right here. So you're just going to want to use a nice sans serif font. And this is probably the one that most people have, Helvetica. Arial would work as well. Any of these. It's got to be kind of bold so you can see it, so you can read it. You can see here as a nice bold sans serif font as well. I'm not exactly sure what this one is, but you can see it's nice as well. So this layout I am calling this and this and that. Have fun with this one. Think of different groupings that you can pair together, and it's really easy to do. That is your layout number 2. So for layout number 3, let's move this over here. Here we go. This is a really simple one too. I'm calling it athletic arc. So all it is putting text on an arc. So you can see here, I'm clicking here. I just used this oval tool here to make this oval, and then I typed text on it. So the way you do that is, I'll show you right here. There's your oval. You get your text tool, and you'll see it change here to this T with a squiggly line under it. You can see that. And just click it and then start typing letters like that, right? So the font that I used here, you want to use an athletic looking font with these big thick serifs. You can see here big thick serifs in this example that I took at Target on this hoodie. This one says Wine Night. And what I am choosing for St. Patrick's Day is Hooligan. So you can see here Hooligan. And this would be on green. Just nice and simple. I'm using the font Superstar M54. I love this one. It's a nice thick college looking font and it works well. And that's all. That's all I did was type it in here and centered it on this oval here. You can see this one as well, centered on the oval. Super simple layout. So there's 2 things you're going to want to remember when using this layout. The first is you want to use an athletic font. And the second is the length of the word needs to be around 7 letters. You can see here this one, Wine Night, has about 9 letters. Hooligan has about 8 letters. So somewhere between 7 and 9 letters is kind of your sweet spot. So just think of that. You don't want words that are too long because then it's going to be too small and not fit. And you don't want words that are too short because then it won't stretch across the t-shirt. So just think of words somewhere around 7 to 9 letters. So there's so many words that fit that description. And think of the different holidays, different things that will work on here. You might even want to do puns for different things. That works really well too. So athletic art, this is your layout number 3. So for layout number 4, let's move along here. This is a little tougher to do. We're still doing kind of a arc, but I'm calling this wrap around arc. So I found this t-shirt here online as an example. You can see the arc kind of just wraps around, up and around. So it's not at the top. It starts here at the bottom left and goes all the way up and around to the bottom right. And the picture is in the middle, and there's another word or phrase down here, and you can kind of just fill in the space. So what I'm using here is this rounded rectangle. So all you need to do is click this rounded rectangle tool, and you can see you just build it here. So you can change the corner radius by clicking here. Right now I have it at 50, but you can see I can make it a square, a rectangle, or kind of just bring it all the way in like that. So that's what I did. And then again, Same thing, you're gonna click on here on the text tool and just type it in. So you're gonna start typing in and move this beginning part right down here, bottom left, and then just start typing. You can see I did the same thing right here. So this one's another St. Patrick's Day idea design. It says, "Shut up, liver, you're fine, ale yeah." And I have a couple of clovers here. And this graphic here of a beer is a free graphic from Merch Informer. If you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description to Merch Informer. It's free if you have the Merch Informer subscription. And this is just, I just looked for beer and they had it right here. So I took the colors from here. You know, I'm using gray and this kind of this amber looking orange thing. So you may be wondering what font I'm using. I'm using the Forgen Rough one. I've mentioned this font before. It's a really cool font. I love how rough it is, and it's thin but also very legible, so I can read it really well. So one thing you have to think about when doing this is you need a longer phrase here. So that's why I use "shut up, liver, you're fine." And you can use a shorter two word or one long word right here at the bottom. So think of things that you're going to have to kind of type things out and see if they fit. But once they fit, it works out really nicely. You can see it works out really nicely here because it kind of fills in that space that you need, that tall rectangle space that I'm talking about all the time to fit in your t-shirts. And this just kind of takes up that space for you. So think of different graphics that are kind of tall. That's why this beer kind of works here. That's why this squirrel works here, because they're kind of taller than longer. So that's my layout number 4. I'm calling it Wraparound Arc. So use this one, have fun with this one. This will be a good layout for you to try and design some t-shirts. All right, so for the last layout, let's look at it here. I have it on another artboard. I'm calling this Words and 2 Circles. So you can see here, I have this graphic here. So I took a picture of this t-shirt at Target here. You can see St. Patrick's Day 2021. It has 2 circles and the text is inside the 2 circles. So that's what I mean when I say words and 2 circles. So really simple. All you need to draw is 2 circles. So you got 2 circles here. Just use the circle tool, or the ellipse tool it's called. And you can see that that's what they are right here and here. And all I did is copy this circle and type text in it. So of course, let me do this. Copy on top of it, type in your text like this, and now you can start typing letters, right? So to help you get it in the right spot, you just move the baseline right here. So look right here and move it up or down just so it fits right there. So that's what I did right here. You can see I typed in "Kiss Me, I'm Irish." I drew a nice big clover here, kind of like that one, but my own, and put another couple clovers here. Really simple, right? Just 2 circles and text inside. You can do this with anything. It's not going to be a super long phrase. You can see I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4 words. In this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 words. So think about 4 or 5 words would kind of fit in here, depending on what font you're using. The font I'm using in this one is called Cooper Black. Cooper Black is what I'm using right here. So really easy. You can use any font. Of course, you can fit more words if you use a thinner font or a condensed font. So this font's pretty wide, so I only was able to fit 4 words here. Think of different phrases and different graphics you can put right here. Not very hard. This is another simple layout that works really well because it takes up a lot of that space, and this works really well for stickers too. So people love these round stickers. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. If you can make a t-shirt with this, you can make a sticker easily as well for RedBubble or wherever you want to sell your stickers. This is a great one. It's a classic. You'll see it everywhere now. I'm calling it Words and 2 Circles. This is your layout number 5. So there you are. Those are the 5 simple layouts. Let me show you all of them here together. So you want to take a screenshot of that. Repeating words is the first one. This and that's the second one. Athletic art, the third one. Wraparound arc, I'm calling the fourth one. Words and 2 circles. Those are the 5 simple layouts that you can do using Affinity Designer or Illustrator or whatever graphics program you have. These layouts are super simple and they sell. You saw examples of t-shirts out in the wild as well as online that I took pictures of, and you can do the same. So hopefully this video was helpful for you so that you can start designing more and more t-shirts. If you ever feel stuck on how to design something, use one of these layouts and it'll get you out of that bind. Thanks so much for staying to the end of this video, and your reward is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for staying to the end for this edition of Trend Credits. Here is your trend. Hug me, I'm vaccinated. So here it is on Amazon. You can see some of the lower BSRs, 484,000, 464,000, 180,000. So as more and more people are getting vaccinated, this is becoming more popular, 438 and so on. Let's check Merch Informer. It is getting an A in Merch Informer, so you know it's good. Again, if you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description. Here's the graphics that I'm talking about, Merch Informer graphics. If you have a subscription to Merch Informer, you can get all of these. This is where I got that beer for my design here. So they keep adding new ones every month. It's really worth it. So you can see here. Anyway, so the whole vaccinated thing is a trend, not just hug me, I'm vaccinated. So just think of other ways that you can design t-shirts for the vaccination or being vaccinated. This is your trend. Hug me, I'm vaccinated. Thanks so much for staying all the way to the end for this. Make sure to like this video if it gave you value and to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed already. And let me know in the comments if you like to see more of these t-shirt design videos. What kind of designs would you like to learn how to design? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for staying all the way to the end. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.